Welcome to the channel. In this episode, we'll be tackling a few issues with a C5 Corvette. The first part will be taking care of a window. The driver window won't go down with the control panel. So let's see what's going on with that. I suspect that's the control panel is the actual issue, but I'm not too sure. But it also has some LEDs that are dead anyway, so I'm replacing it regardless. But I want to make sure it's not something like the window regulator, dead motor and wiring in the in that area, in the door, or in the boot that has all the wiring going through there. So we'll go through that process and make the repairs. I'll do some simple tests first, and just to show you what's going on. I'll get this on here, and I'm using the panel. The right window works fine, but the driver's window doesn't work at all. So we'll see what that is. But there's a quick test with a convertible. What you can do as a quick test is just do like you're putting the roof up or down and release the storage hatch, and with a button underneath, and that normally takes down the window. So we'll see what's going on if it works. If it's the motor, it won't go down. If it's the control panel, then it'll stay. It will go down. So here it goes. Yeah, there you go. It went down. Of course, the storage hatch released as well. So that's about it as far as diagnostics goes. Now it's time to disconnect the battery so I can do some repairs. And what I have here is, this car has a quick disconnect, which is pretty handy. So I just turn the knob, turn off the battery, and it's good to be worked on at that point in time. You don't want to work on anything electrical with the batteries connected, unless you're doing that kind of test. So anyway, I'll disconnect the battery, and we'll go about doing a repair. Okay, to pull this panel out, according to the service manual, what you have to do is, on the driver's side, you have to pry it up from the back. The passenger side, for some reason, you pry it from the front. There's a metal tab on these areas, whereas the opposite end has a solid plastic piece that hooks up. In this case, hooks up in front. So this one's already been off, and it's I've already damaged it, but just for a demo, you just use a small screwdriver, and then what you have to do is bring it in as deep as you can, close to the body of the connector, to the body of the switch panel, and pry up gently, and it'll come up. But these older ones, they're quite brittle, and it's almost guaranteed that they're going to break. So this one, in this case here, broke as well. So anyway, there's a clip. You gotta be careful here with the wires. There's a clip that retains the connector in place. So you push down on that and you pull in the connector, not the wires, but the connector. And with a little bit of wiggling, it will come out. And sometimes it takes a little pressure. There we go. And there you go. The plastic's all yellow, so it's telling you that it's quite old and it is brittle, guaranteed. And you do the opposite to install the new one. Plastic's nice and white, so it's still fresh. And then you plug it in until you hear the click, or else it will fall out. Gotta be careful. Here we go, it's installed. Now you slip in the top and wiggle it down, taking your time, pushing evenly. And that's about it. It's installed. So there we go. Now the battery's reconnected, and let's do some tests. The new panel's installed, so let's try to see how it works. Now the window always did go up, but it wouldn't go down. So the up works fine. And then let's try the down. Automatic or manual control. I want to check the other window as well as the the mirror and the door locks. Whoop, the window's already down. There's a passenger window up, passenger window down. It's locked, unlock. Now I'll do the mirrors. The LEDs work now, imagine that. Perfect. I can't see if I can hear it. It's working fine. And I suspect the memory buttons work at this point in time. It hasn't worked for many years in this vehicle, so that's it for this repair. And part 2 of this video will be tackling the passkey VAT system. This car has done it a couple times. It left me stranded for a bit on the Blue Ridge Parkway when I was riding with the club, and I had to pull over the side of the road and remove the key and wait 30 seconds and reinstall the key. I did that a couple times, but finally it started, kept running, and it's been off and on. The last time it did it to me when I was on the road was just at an ice cream place, which would be a bad thing, because if it wouldn't start, I'd have to get more ice cream. So anyway, and it actually stalled on me coming into the garage just now, so I have to tackle that, and that'll be part 2. So I hope this helps a little bit. We know these things are brittle, so I'll be prepared. Like I say, these things, these little switch panels, or I call it module, but it's switch panels, they're very inexpensive. I paid $34 including shipping for this one, and it works fine. I don't know if it'll last as long as the original one, but you know, I can't complain. They're available all over the place. I got this through Amazon, and you have many choices. So that was a pretty good deal, I guess, for me. That's it for this part, and we'll tackle the VATS passkey issue in the next part.